How's it going, everybody? This is Merch by Amazon or Merch on Demand, July 2023 sales update. Sorry I haven't put out a video last week. I actually took some time off, went on vacation, and now I'm back. It's always exciting to come back. It's kind of weird to disconnect completely, but it's one of those things where you don't want to go back, but at the same time you actually don't want to miss out and not be productive. At least I do. But that's okay. Here we are. We're back, and let's get into July. July was actually interesting. It was one of those months that, which is I think becoming more common with merch, where the month has its ups and downs. For me, July started off very aggressive, very strong, and then it just kind of got weird with days like this. Like it's also happening in August, but this kind of stuff didn't happen before. I can't remember having so many twos and fours. Uh, let's say 6 months ago. Even though my I think overall sales were slightly lower, and especially averages. Like for example, I think you could draw a straight line through like sixes and sevens, at least in the U.S. And now I'm having these kinds of days where there's a spike to 11 and then back to 2, then 9, 2. It's just weird and whatever. But if that's the new reality, that's what we're dealing with. So 183 in the US, 3,346 in total revenue, and 565.77 in royalties. 309 royalties per sale. This was actually higher at the beginning of the month, but later on I started selling a few more pop sockets, as you can see here. And pop sockets carry a lower profit margin for me, 225 on average. And then I think I listed a bunch, and I'm talking like a couple hundred, where I believe the profit is about $1.50, and that always brings my average down. But it still doesn't matter because I'm getting sales, and this adds up. So before I go to all the other marketplaces and the totals, there were a couple of better sellers, 36 here, 12.9, and then as I scroll down, you can see there are a bunch of twos and a bunch of ones, but still very very happy with how everything turned out. 303 is the magic number. 303 is the total. As you can see here, 183, and then if we go all the way down, 55 in Japan. I've talked about what I've done for Japan, and again, this is now probably 6 months ago, and how I just took some time and dedicated certain designs, dedicated time to make designs specifically for the Japanese marketplace. And in reality, I believe I've talked about it more than the actual time that I spent on those designs, meaning that I should probably do the same thing for other marketplaces and also do more designs where I'm targeting the Japanese marketplace specifically, because at least it's working in Japan for now, what I've done. So 55 is actually not so bad. And this, I believe, July was the first month where the numbers actually started increasing and where I'm getting regular sales. And I'll go back here and show you guys that I'm still getting almost every single day. I'm getting sales in Japan, and this was not the case. I would say not even 6 months ago, maybe not even 3 months ago. So far, really really good. But of course, there are other marketplaces like Spain where this is what I get. So again, Japan. I don't know what's happening. I believe that that's what's happening because I see what's selling, but it feels really good. So besides the U.S. and Japan, Germany did okay, and then we get the U.K. and then a few sales here and there, which I guess not a big deal, but if it adds up to $50-$60, I'm happy with that. So just to go back here, $937.44 in total royalties, which is again really good, and especially for not running ads, and then having a few days of just system problems. That Amazon was working through some stuff, and like I said, these kinds of unpredictable days. I'm going to wrap it up here because I do want to talk about a couple of other things, but I'll put out separate videos. But for now, I just wanted to do that sales update, the monthly update. So let me know how you guys did. I'm actually extremely curious because, like I said, I really did think that July was kind of weird on its own. But we'll see where it's going to go. The last thing I will actually flash here is this graph. I personally haven't even looked at it yet. I know it's going to take a minute to load because I haven't looked at this in a while. But as you can see here, it's still, even though I consider this personally kind of like a slower month, just because I've had, I guess we can go from March, actually this whole year has kind of been fairly decent, but May and June have been, extremely strong for me. This is a bit of a dip, so that's why I view it as a slower month. But if we're looking at the averages here, and especially going into the last couple of months of 2022, this is still great. And then the overall numbers are also great. So things are going well. So 183, as you can see here, and that's coming off of 222, 234. So we'll see what's going to happen here. But yeah, not so bad. 937.44, feeling pretty good. Okay, guys, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.